We'll have to wait and see once we start, and we'll set up our Tyranid fleet for victory, of course. Here we go. The Tyranid's coming into battle here. Just coming out of the black mire of space. And you can tell, I mean, these are just ancient beings. As most of you know, the Tyranids don't actually have proper ships. What they have are giant leviathans that act as ships, which is just as good. Now, what I'm going to do is actually take one of these. I'm going to send them over here. I'm going to bring just my central fleet over here, and I'm going straight for the middle there. With this particular build, we actually put a lot of importance on that one Tyranid right there. The X-Ty H. So we need to make sure to get him out on the field as quickly as possible, and there's no need to actually have these guys two separate. We can actually have them grouped pretty close to one another, so I'm actually going to move this guy over. I'm also going to put these guys on auto-fire just so that if I don't happen to see an enemy, they'll kind of engage anyway. And we're going straight for the middle. So it looks like, yeah, he's ready to go. Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead, set our boys up, and we can actually go ahead and jump. The Tyranids have a pretty cool jump ability. As you can see, they just kind of move very quickly and manage to do pretty well that way. Let's also get this guy to jump right there, and we'll just start taking that point. You can absolutely win this game, you know, purely on victory points. I've done it before, where you basically just keep away from the enemy and win that way. That being said, we have a big fleet, so I'm not sure if that's going to work very well here. Wow, thank you, Bostava. That's awesome, man. I just saw that. I appreciate it. Thank you, bud. The Tyranids thank you as well. Because of that, we're going to try to make this a proper victory here. Might have to go get some water. Ah, why did I start a stream without water? Shame on me, man. Alright, I can actually boost them again. And I don't think I will. I was going to say, probably better to save the actual boost for when we see the enemy. Let's see how this guy's doing. Nice. Doing a good job. Thank you again, Bostava. That was very cool, man. Alright, they're right there. I wonder if they're going to go over here to the right. Ooh, they're actually all right here, so I think we'll push forward pretty soon here, actually. And the whole point with the Tyranid fleet, pretty much, is just to infest enemy ships. You can absolutely win by, like, crashing into them and destroying them using your missiles. Of which we have very different missiles. We basically have bio-torpedoes. But really the best thing to do here is to destroy the enemy's troops on board or completely destroy their morale. And that's what the Tyranids are quite good at. We infest those ships until they become just hulks out in space. So let's hope that that happens this time. And I might also go ahead and move this guy forward as well. We can actually fast move with him, because he's quite far from the rest of the Hive fleet. Come on, boys. Let's get a victory here.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some Space Marines here. We're going to go ahead and just surprise them. Here we go. Boom. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go, guys. So they've actually got small ships. I hate this setup. A lot harder to fight, believe it or not. We're going to go ahead and send out our Harpy Swarm. Want to send out another Harpy Swarm. Actually, we'll send out an Ether Brood Squadron. We really can't let these guys get away. Gonna actually use some of these hooks to grab onto them, pull them back. Not all of them can be pulled back, but one thing I really hate about smaller fleets like this is their ability to pretty much play you on the map. You know, play you via victory points. They don't have to destroy all of your ships, really. Got 10 seconds before we can speed up again. And a few other enemy ships right there. Man. No, let's move back. Let's move back. Oh, that one's going down. That one's going down. And again, usually with Tyranids, you don't destroy the enemy ships outright. But I guess in this case, we had to do that. All right, here we go, boys. Let's do it. Boom. We can pretty much get around and into the enemy fleet with this Hive fleet. Actually, that's kind of what we want to do. And actually, are they trying to crash into us here? I think they are. Do some feeder tentacles here. You can just see how vicious the Tyranid fleet is here. What we haven't been doing enough of is actually getting on the enemy ships. So I'm going to try to board a few. Again, if we can board them, we can pretty much wipe out that crew. Look at these guys. They're finished. There we go. Wow. Easy victory. That's not even worth an upload on YouTube, man. We just got an easy victory. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. There we go. So once again, we win with the Tyranid fleet. Hold on, I'm going to go grab a glass of water. Yeah, man, I'm happy with that. We got a new portrait as well. And yeah, he just gave up. Beautiful. Just a rage quit there by the enemy. We also got a new technical skill here. It's the Spiky Carapace. When activated, it spreads needles on broadsides. I like that, but I'm still liking the Biomorph Wrecking Ball more, although we haven't needed to use it yet, really. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? We'll check it out. Take the Lictor Brute again. And we'll do another 1 versus 1 here in a second, boys. Okay, let's do another 1 versus 1 here and see how this goes. Yeah, I'm going to do the same setup. I like the Hive fleet, what can I say? So we'll go for another game here with the Tyranids. If anybody wants to see us try something else, we can absolutely do that. But so far, I've really done best with these guys. So I might just keep playing with them. Okay, so this time we're definitely facing Chaos for sure. Last time we faced Space Marines and knocked them out pretty easily. Let's see if we can do the same with Chaos. And I do apologize, guys. I'm just getting over a nasty cold. So I am all, like, hoarse here. Not that kind of horse. Not like the neigh horse. I hope not. It's like wild horse disease. It's just a terrifying thought. Mad horse disease. That's what it is. Alright, let's hope that mad horse disease doesn't actually exist, and it's just mad cow disease. I'm going to grab this guy here, and actually, I was thinking of kind of riding up the right side. Yeah, we'll do it, but in this case, the actual key points are so far from one another that we might have been better off just keeping everybody together here. What I think we'll do is we'll kind of sneak past here, get to this location, turn right, and hit that area back there, and hopefully get another win here. Most of us says nay. Yeah, if we start having horse memes here on the channel, it's gonna be great. Nay. That is what horses do. Also, the food they eat rhymes with that. Alright, here we go. Boom. And once again, I just want to fast forward there on the right side. I'll fast forward there in the center, too. I like to kind of overwhelm with Tyranids. We do have to keep one of these here, though, so here's what we'll do. And with them there just kind of passing by, it'll give them some time to actually start taking some of these victory points back. Just look at this beautiful thing. Look at that, man. I love this, the X-Tie. I think that's what this thing is called. It's just a behemoth of pure mean. I mean, I can't use any other word to describe it. It's just mean. And if we can get close to a ship with it, we can pretty much annihilate it. Although Chaos is going to be harder to break morale for. They're a little crazier. They don't really have much morale to begin with. I mean, well, they don't need much morale to begin with. They're pretty much mind-controlled. Not so much as we are. But you get the gist.
The
Right, once
enemy
again.
has seized a strategic area. You have seized a strategic area.
Beautiful. And I'll try to get that guy over here as soon as possible. Really hoping he doesn't have a small fleet, but I'm actually starting to see his fleet off in the distance. And looks like it's going to be standard, pretty much. Or else he'd be spreading out a bit more. Although, look at this. He's got some ships coming towards us. Now, these could actually be Chaos attack ships. They do have some bombers, stuff like that they can send out from their regular craft. And I think that's what that is. Yeah, almost definitely. Almost definitely. Alright, so we have to get over there and take over the Chaos ships quickly. Or else they're going to use this to bomb us. Look at that, man.
The enemy has seized a strategic
Come
area.
on. Okay, we're identifying some ships, but I think it's honestly just the enemy attack craft here. I don't think we spotted any of the other ships. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Time for the Tyranid swarm. We also have this thing, which gives us a spiky carapace, excuse me. Allows us to kind of attack enemy ships, ram into them with some spikes on us. So this is pretty cool. Oh man, I don't like the look of that fleet. That is a mean-looking fleet. It really is. Okay, here we go, boys. It's now or never. Let's do it. All right, first of all, we'll get the Harpy Swarm. I love this thing. Go ahead and we won't use the carapace yet, but we're going to fire off our missiles because they're definitely going to find a target. Hook them in a bit. I mean, these guys look pretty nasty, man. No, like, honestly, I'm surprised. The Chaos here, they look very strong. We're going to send Tyranids on board. You can see how quickly our troops are already taking down their troops with the boarding action, but this is not going to be enough for a victory. I'm going to get those tentacles here in a second. Send on some more troops. We're not using enough of our skills here. Let's go ahead and pop our Swarm Mutation. This actually gives us like a little bit of armor. And look at that. We have already, guys, turned this into a drifting Hulk. I'm going to go ahead and use these spines to hopefully smash into that ship, and as you can see, do tremendous damage. Try and do a little bit more, but right now I just want to keep moving forward. Come on, boys. Let's beat Chaos here. I'll be very happy with the victory against Chaos, because I actually don't do very well against these guys. Oh! Oh, sneaky Chaos right there, man. Send out the Harpy Swarm. There's actually quite a few of them, too. Alright, we got an enemy battleship destroyed, but at the same time, our poor little didn't do any harm to anybody creature here is also taking some damage. Alright, send out the Harpy Swarm once again, boys. Boom. I think those missiles will hit on time, but I'm not sure. And actually, we've got one of the Chaos ships in mutiny. Like, Chaos has to be absolutely terrified to have a mutiny. There's no doubt about that. Oh, it's so annoying. Every time I stream, man. Something about, like, when you're talking with just people in general, as opposed to when you're streaming. I think it's when you actually have to project your voice. And, yeah, it's especially after you're sick, this happens. What's up, Wavel? Good to see you, mate. All right, I think we have a victory here. Pretty sure we do. I'm not usually this cocky with games, but I actually feel pretty confident with this one. Come on now. All right, I got a mutiny on board. Yeah, that's what we want. Let's head back. They'll probably end up actually scuttling the ship to try and do some extra damage to us. So let's kill what we can, man. Kill what we can, bros. Agrippa trying to be hit. Next I'll be playing Fortnite. Oh, man, yeah. What did I tell you? Tried to scuttle her. Luckily, it's pretty far from us. And what I'm going to do now is ram her. Come on, man. You got this. I'm not going to fire the actual torpedoes, just because not very useful right now. But if we can get these guys to track like this, yeah, I think we can get a good shot. Now again, they can still win this by like basically just making it very hard for us to take the points back, and we lose by points. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we have this one, boys. We got the cat in the bag. Go ahead and take over. Mutiny on board. Beautiful. All right, Tyranid victory continues. Om nom nom. We just eat up the galaxy. I really just, with this game, I've gained so much respect for the Tyranids. I never really knew much about them before. As soon as I saw how much fun I had playing them in this game, how many victories I was getting, I was like, oh man, I want to do all the research I can on the Tyranids. Now, he actually got a really nice explosion there, damaging my poor Sty ship there, X-Ty, pretty badly. But I don't think they have enough ships for a victory here. I really don't. And we haven't even been fighting back with this guy, so we've been so focused on the other fleet. Actually use the feeder tentacle here, and once again we're just basically draining the energy off this ship, killing troops, etc. They're really
The
going
enemy
out of
has
their way to
accumulated
destroy our ship, but it seems that
25%
our
of
actual,
strategic points.
whatever Tyranid defensive craft we've got there are doing a great job at keeping them away. Got an engine damage on the enemy ship, and they're now a drifting hulk. Man, amazing with these Tyranids. I'm gonna try to cut them off here. Boom! Oh, I love it! I love it. That was awesome. That's a victory, guys. That was a great ending right there. That was like a KO in a fighting game, dude. I adored that. That was nice. Second victory. Should we go for a third, boys? We can go for game 3 if we want. I'm getting another glass of water, though. Hold on a second. Gold, yeah. All right. And again, if anybody wants to join me on this game, there is 2 versus 2, etc. We just unlocked a Tau portrait. Looks kind of cool, man. I think I'm gonna go with the same skills pretty much, and we'll do another one versus 1. I can't give up on the 1 versus 1. Eventually, we'll move to 2 versus 2, but I actually think 1 versus 1 is a little more challenging. It also depends on who you're playing with, obviously. But I'm happy with my victories. I want to see if I can get 3 in a row here. So first we took out Space Marines. We took out Chaos Space Marines the second time. Who are we facing now? The only races I've lost to with Tyranids are other Tyranids and Tau. I actually got totally creamed by Tau. Didn't manage to destroy a single ship of theirs. So I think Tau are very capable against Tyranid fleets. They're not as easily, how can I put this? They're not as easily boarded. And this is going to be Chaos, guys. I can't remember the name of this guy. This is actually, isn't this a Chaos God? It looks like a Chaos God. Is it the God of Madness? I can't recall, but that's definitely Chaos. We crushed them once. Let's see if we can crush them again. Definitely showing them who is the most evil in the galaxy. And I think we're winning the fight, or winning that particular battle right now. I'm going to grab this guy. He's going to be our little tadpole. Wait a minute. Okay, thank you. He must have heard about me. No, I'm sure the guy's PC crashed. That's going to be a victory, boys. That's victory 3. We're not counting that. Let's try again. Thank you, though. And we got a Tau portrait unlocked here. So I'll take it, man. I'm wondering, nobody's asked me about this name. That surprises me. Nobody's asked me about Cuff Vicky Free. Hey, if no one asks, I won't answer. All right, let's go for ranked. We're still taking the Hive fleet. There's just no reason not to. Now, the one negative aspect I can think about the Hive fleet is it does have a lot of big ships. You can have a pretty scary Tyranid fleet by having like 20 small, tiny ships, and you can still swarm the enemy in incredible ways. But I kind of just prefer this one. I don't know. I feel safer with it, let's say. Come on, don't give up before we start the battle, man. Let's play, please. Playing another Space Marine this time. A Border Prince. No space there, just a Border Prince. I like it. I like the name. All right. We make our appearance once again. This time it's going to be actually right up the right side. I don't think there's any point in actually setting out our little tadpole there. That's what I like to call these guys. Where are they? This guy is the tadpole, the Xeno ship XTCS VP. He's actually going to join our regular fleet, and I'll actually bring these guys a bit closer as well. So I definitely bulk up with this fleet, which I think is different with like Space Marine fleets, Imperial Guard fleets. It's definitely more important to like spread your fleet out, sort of make like 2 or even 3 like separate fleets, as it were. Let's ready up. I readied up quickly, which leads me to believe he probably didn't move his guys around too much. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Come on, baby. Now, we might actually leave the tadpole behind just to take this point. But otherwise, he's coming with us. Oh, yeah. They're going for 2 at once. I see what's going on here. So they might actually have a small fleet, which I hate dealing with. Just a bunch of, like, really small ships. Which to me is a bit more dangerous, just because we can use so many skills to wipe out crews on those large ships in just extremely... in just a very, like, rapid pace. It almost reminds me of, like, I don't know anybody who's played, like, the Dead Space games. That's what you turn their ships into, you know, as the Tyranids. Of course, it's not the same, like, universe, but it's the same idea. You're throwing a bunch of these Tyranid creatures from your ship and essentially infecting their ship. So it turns it into a hellscape, and eventually the entire crew dies. But when you have, like, a bunch of tiny ships, that's a bit harder to deal with as Tyranids. Let's actually pop forward once again. Speed is a factor here, too. And the Tyranids are not very fast. The thing is, their ability to boost is very fast. You know, no actual fuel or anything being used there. Just disgusting Tyranid. What do you call these things? Flapping in space-time. I guess it works. Oh, here we go.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
And they're quite fast. Quite fast. I think they're going to be over here.
You have seized a strategic area.
All right, let's go. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, boy. He just took away our shields. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, we're going to go straight for him, man. He certainly knows how to deal with Tyranids. I think we may have found our match. Let's move. Here we go. Yeah, and it is a bunch of small ships, sure enough. All right. Boom. Harpy Swarm, Harpy Swarm, Harpy Swarm. And let's get on board some of these ships, especially the bigger ones. They all seem to be about the same size, like medium. Get on board the ships. There we go. Nice. And they can easily outplay us here, man. That's my main concern. They can outplay us just by essentially taking the points, running away from us. So we really need to board these guys quickly. Let's hook them. Actually, no, we'll feed on them. All right, time to do a little smashy smash. Here we go. Boom! This is our galaxy. Fire aboard the enemy ship. We're already causing serious damage. Now, I messed up because we did not use our spikes, which we should have. Would have maximized damage. They're doing quite a lot of damage to us here. Let's bring over the rest of the fleet. They're like, that must be it, man. We got all the Tyranids? No. No, sir. We have reinforcements. Actually, we could fire off some bio missiles there. It wasn't perfect in terms of placement, but I think it'll at least scare the enemy. Let's board some more of these ships. I think they already know they're in pretty big trouble, even at this point. If some of those exploding ships can destroy us, that's actually my biggest cause for concern right now. In fact, I'm going to get this ship out of the way before that explodes. Ooh. But look at that, man. We still have our behemoth here. Just going to go and take that location. We'll just keep chasing them. Drag some of them back. Some of them I think we can destroy right here, right now. Like this guy. Hook, 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 hook. Get him! Yes, you can't escape. You can't escape, sir. Boom. Boom! And we got out of the way of the explosion, and he's going into his own explosion! No, man, not smart. We're not even using our big mama here. We don't need her. I didn't mean it, big mama. We loves you. We love you very much.
25% of strategic
hey,
points.
Pix, how you doing, bud? So the issue here is they are still technically winning Well, actually, no, they're not winning points-wise, but they still have a few of these ships around. Oh, who am I kidding? We kicked the crap out of these guys, man. What a... Like, have we had a single challenge yet at the Tyranids? Single real challenge? And again, I'm not the kind of YouTuber or Twitcher, as you guys know, that even says I'm a good strategy gamer. I do what I do to entertain people. That's about it. But this game, I'm getting a little cocky. I think I'm getting a little too cocky here. That's victory number 5, is it now? Like, come on. Too easy. Too easy, man. Go for another one if you want with the Tyranids. And eventually I will switch to another faction. You know, we can definitely try that. But I've just been very lucky with these guys. League ranking is still gold. I guess we can do another fight with Tyranids. And we unlocked a... Is that a regular Space Marine portrait? Yeah, I think it's a Blood Angel. They might be a bit OP. Yeah, if somebody wants me to try something else,